Hi guys, welcome back to the Mediabyte podcast. This is the second podcast of our kind of revitalizing a better a
Reboot.
better
It's a
formatted
reboot.
the reboot timeline of the reboot, but you have to watch the first run to understand
You
this
gotta
one.
what? Yeah, yeah,
Have to
yeah.
watch the first one in order
Yep.
but I removed all of the episodes from podcasts, so you can only watch it on YouTube. So you gotta go to our YouTube channel to subscribe and follow it. Yeah, that's a spoiler for you. So you have to watch it on the YouTube. Um, anyways, that's not here or there. So we got we got two podcasts in one for you. We plan to do a Longlegs podcast after we got out of the theater. But we didn't. That was a week ago now at this point,
Yeah,
by
a
the
while
time of
ago.
recording. And literally 4 hours ago we started watching Deadpool, and an hour and a half ago um we got out of watching Deadpool, and I don't know why my camera keeps going out, but we're just gonna keep it rolling. It's gonna just keep doing that, I fear, because my webcam is crappy. And there's nothing I can do about that. So, anyways, we got a seeing Deadpool like 4 hours ago,
Yeah.
2 hours ago. So it's fresh, brand new. So first let's talk about Longlegs, what we thought about it. Then we'll go see kind of a non-spoiler version of Deadpool and
Well,
Wolverine,
I'm not holding back
and
anything.
then we
So
will get to
we're gonna do a spoiler review first and for a free review first. Blah, 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 blah.
yes, a
He's
spoiler-free.
gone again. The Invisible Man.
I'm
We're gonna do we're gonna do we're gonna do spoiler free version of Deadpool and then we'll move to the spoilers because I want to go over some of the cameos.
well,
I don't
no,
want to
we will for sure. But first half would be the non-spoiler versions, just kind of whatever, and then we will talk about um the spoilers, all the some of the cameos and some of the little things like that that we noticed or liked about it, kind of more in depth
yeah.
little spoilers. That way, it's not like just kind of everything that we feel and think about, what Deadpool and Wolverine was like. So if we want to get started, we'll talk about Longlegs first, and then we'll go after that.
We went to see Longlegs. I really enjoyed it. It has been a while since we've seen it, so I can't really remember particulars of it, but I really liked Nicolas Cage. I thought he was cool. I mean, there are parts of it where it's just sort of like just Nicolas Cage ham, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that
Uh
type of
huh.
shit. But it was like Face Off. It felt like Face Off type of Nicolas Cage, but it was I don't know. It was like more unhinged than I guess that, but you know what I mean?
No, I completely understand what you mean. I liked I don't know, I might be mispronouncing her name, Micah Monroe.
Yeah.
Um if I mispronounced that, I'm sorry, but I thought she did like
I did too. I love
very
that.
good. Um the other thing that I thought was interesting is I thought I wish so there's spoilers upcoming. Go watch it if you haven't. That's my
It's really
review
good.
of the non spoiler version for Longlegs. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. Um, but I think that there should have been more about her and her mom, because her
Yeah.
so basically her mom is like helping Longlegs, and that's that kind of thing. If you haven't seen it, I'm trying to keep it spoilers, not spoilers, just kind of along the line. But she's helping her mom.
Well,
She's helping
that's the
Longlegs.
twist of the movie.
That's kind of the twist, but
No spoilers,
what they're doing. I'm trying to not keep it.
but it's
You know,
Brad Pitt's wife
you
in the
know
box.
why not?
Heads in the
Why not?
box.
Why not? Why not? We'll do the spoilers. Longlegs, Micah Monroe's mom. I forget her name.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Lee.
Lee is her
The
character.
it's her character. Yeah, Lee Harker. Lee
Lee
Harker.
Harker is the main character, but I don't know what mom's name is.
Yeah.
Mom
Um,
Harker.
Mom Harker. She is helping Longlegs. Basically, there's this whole weird occult, like devil worshipping side of this movie where like the devil is in all these dolls that the moms helped create.
Yeah.
I'm going to just tell you the plot line with no context whatsoever of how the movie ends. So Longlegs makes these balls, and he puts these balls in these dolls, and these dolls make the people kill each other on the 7 days surrounding a 14th birthday.
Yep.
That is the whole plot line of the
Well,
movie.
the month, the 14th of the month.
14th of the
All the
month, and it is
birthdays
seven
end up,
days. It's like 7 days either side of it, I think.
yeah, something like
It's
that.
like the 17th through the 21st. If you have a birthday somewhere in there, to make the triangle thing.
I don't know.
I don't
I liked
remember.
it.
I thought it was good. I just can't remember.
I didn't see that ending coming, to be honest. But the
Yeah,
mom the mom was like she was very like there's a scene where she goes to see her and she was very like something was off with her. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Hmm.
And so you can kind of tell there's something going on. But I didn't expect that to be the ending. I don't think any right person would have expected that to be the ending. But
I thought that that was both very far and left out of left field. I don't know how deserved it was for that to be the twist. I don't know how
uh,
deserving.
I know what you mean. I
I
felt that
almost
same
would have
way.
liked it if it was somebody else's, like somebody else's mom, or like it was Longlegs' mom that was like her grandma or something similar to that,
Yeah,
rather than like, oh, it's the mom that we make 3 times before we find out that she's like the second bad guy in the movie.
yeah.
I thought that was really weird.
It
Um,
was a cool twist because there's like some flashbacks and stuff of like where Longlegs is making the dolls, and it was under her house the whole time
I
in
forgot about that part.
her childhood home the whole time, which I thought was cool.
I forgot about the part. That part was really cool. The man downstairs that would,
Yeah,
yeah, he was basically, he just lived in the basement of Lee Harker's
they
childhood
they
home.
they kept saying like the man downstairs, and since because of like the occult undertones of the movie, you thought they were just talking about freaking the devil, but they weren't. They were talking because it was. I think maybe they were talking about the devil, but they were also referring
Like quite
maybe in
literally.
maybe like literally saying that Deadpool that Longlegs was under the house.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was pretty freaky. I know you get to have seen this a lot probably by this point. I would genuinely take this movie as a, if the X Files and Silence of the Lambs connected to each other and somehow
Hmm.
made a movie, this would be
Yeah,
that movie. I
I
think
see
is
that.
probably act the best. Like there's a cult and they're connected to it, and she's like psychic,
She's
kind
yeah.
of. There's just a whole different kind of plot, side plot. She's psychic a little bit or something. They didn't really touch on that very much, I
No,
don't think.
they no. It felt kind of out of place, but she wouldn't. It needed to happen because she wouldn't have known some things, and it was good.
Yeah, which I think is why they ended up doing it that way.
But it really it did feel like the X-Files. It was I really enjoyed it. So in the like there were moments like where the cinematography and like the sounds and everything, sound design
Hmm.
really is what makes it scary. Because I mean, just Longlegs by himself, I don't think I would have found it very scary, to be honest with you. Did you read the reason that he looks like that is because he's a rock star. He's an ex rock star, and so he had a whole bunch of like botched Botox injections in his face.
Oh yeah.
Did you read
And he
that?
was like trying to make himself pretty for the devil or whatever.
Yeah, he was a rock star, and
Yeah,
it's so it's just I don't know, it's just funny.
yeah. No, yeah. The makeup design was really good on him.
I liked his design,
The other
and
thing, the other thing too that I want to mention before we move over, keep moving on. I thought it was really, I love, like, one of my favorite shots in cinematography is when there's the car and the camera is right behind the car,
yeah,
following it at a perfect angle. That is one of my favorite shots
yeah, it's really
when
cool.
movies do that, like following shot, but it's above the car, like you're
Uh,
playing like a first person, like a third person car
yeah,
game. I love shots like that.
yeah,
And there's a
it was
bunch of
good.
those in these movies.
I enjoyed it.
I really liked Longlegs. I think it's definitely worth watching if you haven't. If even if you're not super into, like, okay, I'm going to say my piece, and you can say your piece, and then the audience can agree or disagree. This was not the crap your pants, die, keel over in terror, and throw
Not at
up,
all.
and there's ambulances outside waiting for you movie that the marketing told us it was going to be. They also told us it was going to be like that for The Exorcist in 1973 or whatever,
That was
75.
scary. The
The
Exorcist
Exorcist
was
is
scary.
much scarier than this movie,
It was. It was. This movie was not that scary.
but
It wasn't. I wouldn't even qualify it as a horror movie. It was a thriller.
it was. I feel like it may be the first actual thriller movie. I have trouble because a lot of people like to decipher the difference between a thriller and a horror as what could win an Oscar and what wouldn't win an Oscar. That's
So
where the line is drawn for a lot of people. Silence of the Lambs is a horror movie,
yeah.
but because it's a good horror movie, it's a thriller and not a horror movie. So I have
Well,
trouble
I
putting
would
those
call
lines.
this a thriller.
I
It
have
was not
trouble
a horror movie.
I have trouble putting that those lines together.
In my head, the way that we're getting off tangent, but the way that I
It's
do it is like gore and like I kind of like think slasher like uh scary stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like talk like gore. Like there was some gore and it had its scary moments, but it was more of a thriller than
I think I have a hard time. Um, yeah, I don't know. We could save this for a podcast and kind of talking about this in like an episode. But
uh
I have trouble when, like, for example, I think one of the most graphic scenes in a movie like that was in Silence of the Lambs when he rips that guy's ear off.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
more
yeah.
graphic than a lot of horror movies I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of horror movies, and that is by far some of the most graphic things I've seen in a horror movie.
Uh-huh.
Same with Seven. Seven has some of the nastiest things I've seen in
True.
movies. And that's also labeled a thriller, even though that movie is terrifying. So that's where I have trouble because it's very like hard to decipher what is what when it comes to that.
I feel like it's got to have like yeah, we're really getting off tangent.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do Deadpool after this, but I feel like a thriller movie has like a or there's more of a plot to a thriller movie than a horror movie sometimes.
I see what
Like
you mean.
like um like Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th or Halloween or anything like that. The plot of the movie is the killing in those movies. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just um like you're following a young FBI agent first case type thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean it makes sense to me. Like
Like
it
it
makes
actually,
I get it.
there's purpose in the writing.
Yeah, I think there's like, but yeah, okay. This would be 25 hours of me arguing my point about what
Yeah,
makes a thriller horror. I don't really even know if personally if the thriller genre is anything but a subgenre of horror as a whole,
yeah,
which I think it is mostly more than anything. I think it's just a subgenre of what horror is. A thriller is meant to make your heart pump and scare you.
yeah.
Same exact thing as a horror movie is meant to do. At its
Oh,
core, I think it's kind of the same thing.
yeah.
Which bringing it back to Longlegs, I feel like they tried to tell you that this movie was going to come out of the screen, stab you 15 times, and then Longlegs was going to
To
come
grow
out
a
of the
long leg.
screen, grow his
You were
long
gonna
leg.
grow a long leg if
You're
you don't
going
say
to
it.
grow a long leg. I think Longlegs is a whatever it is. It's just it didn't need to be that marketed, but I also don't
Yeah,
think because it's Neon's highest grossing film. I
really.
believe as of this weekend, it's going to pass Parasite.
Wow.
So I mean, it's not
Like
as
the
good as
marketing was cool,
Parasite,
but
but
it feels like lied to a little bit. Not again, not really, but it wasn't as scary as the marketing makes it seem.
yeah, no, it was not as anywhere near as scary as it told you it was going to be.
Yeah.
All right, let's move.
Anyway,
Let's move
to
to
Deadpool.
the hour, the minute of the hour.
So if you haven't seen Deadpool and you want to see it, you care enough, we're gonna try to keep spoilers this part. No, actually, no, screw it. I want to do spoilers because the cameos were the only part of the movie, in
Okay,
my opinion.
let's just give our rating now
So a
for people
rating
who
out of five,
Mhm.
I would give it a solid four.
I am leaning more towards a 3.5. So
Okay.
if you haven't seen the movie, this is your chance to turn it off. Um, we will be going spoilers from this moment on. Thank you for watching if you've watched this far. If you're sticking around with us, please stick around. We'll talk about Deadpool, talk about everything that happened in it. Spoilers are abound, so there's your official warning from us. Don't get mad if we spoil things because we're about to spoil a lot of Deadpool. So
Yes.
this is our fair warning to you, and you may start.
Right off the bat, Wolverine is in this movie. I don't know if you knew, but he is in this freaking movie, and it's so cool.
Oh my lord. Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. And Wolverine.
And Wolverine. So the movie starts off. I don't know what to say. It was really cool. I liked it. It wasn't really there wasn't much substance. The plot was completely nonsensical.
Yeah.
There's I've is that character is that woman a real character? I've never literally never heard of her before. Sandra.
Nova,
Yeah, Sandra or whatever.
Cassandra Nova. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she is.
Yeah. I've never heard of her before, but I've never read the comics or anything.
I
And my
yeah.
thing with this movie, there wasn't you have to be like you had to really have watched like know a lot, be really nerdy and know a lot of the comics for some of the cameos to hit. Like there's a lot of little cameos in throughout the movie that you wouldn't have noticed. But I mean the big ones are there, like Blade, like Gambit, like
Mhm.
um Elektra and X-23, they're all there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I might be completely wrong. Channing Tatum never played Gambit.
That's what I had to look up. But then I was reading um that he played him in X-Men Origins, and that's why he was there. But then he tried getting a movie made.
Okay, so he played him, but like for one movie or something.
Yeah.
Because I thought there's a scene where you get to it's when
Okay.
you
Maybe not. But he was trying to look, I'm just looking it up now. He was trying to get a Gambit solo movie made before Fox died.
okay. Because I think that's what I was reading is that he never played Gambit, but he was trying to get to play Gambit.
Uh,
And so they let him play Gambit in this movie as one of the failed variants or whatever.
yeah. The only thing only way I know who Gambit is I'm gonna say this is because of Fortnite.
Heck yeah.
He's
Fortnite
got
and
a
Gambit.
Fortnite skin before he got his own movie.
Because
Before he got
that's
into a movie.
incredible. That is incredible.
You're welcome.
Fortnite is doing a lot for the comic book community.
Yep.
Um, definitely not anything bad or terrible. Um, um, I
It was
thought
cool.
it was yeah,
As a
fine.
Deadpool movie, holy, it was not as good as the other two, but
No,
he was freaking incredible.
he was
Deadpool
good.
is so freaking funny. She's just
Deadpool
like
is really funny in this movie. What I thought was interesting is they tried to get an emotional core to this movie that was not there.
and then they just completely just fucked it over. Like at the end of the movie. Like I kind of felt it when they both died
Yeah,
towards the end, but then they just fucking brought him back.
but it's
And
just
they,
it's
they
like we need
like
him for Secret Wars. Like we
yeah,
can't,
we
we
can't
gotta
fucking kill him
we
off.
gotta get him
Are you
Secret Wars
serious?
over here.
And
Like
then
we can't.
that's the problem with all the MCU movies. They don't want to kill anybody off.
No, like I swear, if it's Secret Wars, they kill Wolverine like officially, or like they freaking kill Spider-Man or something.
Yeah.
But I just what I hate is we have to watch 5 years of movies or 10 years of movies just to have one character die,
Yeah.
like officially die.
We have to watch 5 years, 5 years of movies that you don't care about to see a character you do care about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
What's interesting is so I may have been wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that this is basically the first movie
in the
not
new
in the
saga.
multiverse saga. Like this is not a multiverse movie.
They're getting rid of the saga, the multiverse saga, or maybe they're keeping it going, but I don't know.
They might be trying to like kind of combine them together a little
Yeah.
bit or
Uh-huh.
something because there were some numerous times in this movie where I felt like they literally didn't care at all about anything to do with the TVA. It was just to get cameos and just to get
Yeah.
um Wolverine
Excuse
back,
me.
like to make sense for Wolverine to be in this movie.
Mhm.
Um, I thought that a lot of so there's yeah there's Blade and Elektra and Gambit. Who else was there?
X-23
X-23
was
was
there.
there.
And then uh there wasn't really that was really it.
That was
That was the main four, main
and
five there. And Deadpool, and that was all of them right
yeah,
there.
and then from what I read, at least what I remember, um, no Henry Cavill as the other
Oh
Wolverine
yeah.
was there, and then from what I was reading, the other remember when we see Hulk?
Yeah.
That was Ed Norton's Hulk.
Really?
That's who that was supposed to be.
How would you have known that? But I like that. But how would anyone have would have known that
I don't
in
know.
that 2 second
In the
shot of the
five
Hulk?
seconds of the shot, it was Hulk, but
But that's
apparently
cool.
that's who it was supposed to be.
Okay.
I don't know.
Fight Club guy.
Fight Club guy. Also, this is so random, but how has there not been a movie where Spider-Man is an X-Men?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, how have we gotten this far in comic books
Yeah.
where, like, how is there not a Wolverine? How did Deadpool and Wolverine get a movie before Spider-Man and Wolverine were in a movie together?
Yeah. That's crazy. It's
I
crazy.
think, like, I don't even really personally love the X-Men, any of the X-Men movies, but I think I love Spider-Man. That's my number one favorite hero. I think I would cry if Wolverine and Spider-Man ever got to be together, literally only because of the PS2 game I played as a kid,
Yeah.
the Spider-Man Alliance game,
Ultimate Alliance
or
game.
Ultimate Alliance, where it's all of the X-Men and Spider-Man together.
Yeah.
I that was
Ultimate, they need to make another one, but that's a complete.
that's a
That game
complete
was
tangent.
goaded. That game is goaded.
Yeah, yeah, that game was awesome. Um,
But yeah,
but I thought it was good. I just some of the humor didn't really hit as hard. It was really funny
it had its
when it
moments.
had its moments.
Most of the time, it was funnier than most of the time it was funny. Some of the jokes were over my head, but I think it's just because Deadpool talks so fast.
Yeah.
He's constantly making jokes, and so if you're not listening, you can't always hear him. Like we went to see it with our dad, and you guys were talking about that joke. I
Mhm.
literally missed that joke. I completely missed that joke.
Yeah.
Was it because I was in the theater?
I don't remember.
I had to get up because of this diet I'm doing. I had to go use the restroom a couple times, so I missed some parts of it.
But
I think I missed the actual like best probably the best part of the movie when I went to the bathroom.
the part did you
But
miss the
we need to start at like so he
yeah.
gets sent to the void. The TVA prunes him, they get
Hmm.
sent to the void. He gets he's sitting there and someone yells at them as they're like fighting. He tells them to stop. He's got a cape. He pulls the cape down, and you see Chris fucking Evans standing there, thinking, and it's like, holy shit, it's Cap. Holy shit, it's fucking Cap. And then Deadpool comes over. He's like, he's gonna fucking say it. He's gonna fucking say it. And then it goes flame on, and then he fucking breaks into the sky. That was so fucking cool. That was the best part of the movie. That was by far the best part of the fucking movie.
Oh my god, that was so
It
funny.
was so fucking
That was
funny.
so funny.
And then uh but doesn't he like die? Like he explodes or something?
Yeah, so you missed it.
I think I ran to the
You went to
bathroom.
the bathroom. He Deadpool keeps saying that Cassandra Nova is like the leader of the Void, and she can like do basically the same things that Charles Xavier is able to do. Because I'm pretty sure they're like twins or
Uh
something, something like
both
they're twins
bald.
or something.
Both bald.
Both bald.
Both bald.
Very important fact there. And I think so. It's basically Deadpool kept telling her that he said all these terrible, terrible things about about her. Chris Evans kept saying all these really nasty, terrible things about her, and calling her a bunch of names and things. And he kept saying all these things, and he kept denying it. He's like, "No, I didn't ever say that. I didn't ever say that. No, no, I never did." And she like grabs all of his skin and it sucks all of the skin off and just leaves the bones and the blood in his eyes and like all the organs and things.
I can't
And
believe
then
I
he
missed
sloshes
that.
down all over the ground.
I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah, and so here's a little spoiler for the after credits scene. So you find out at the end of the movie, at the very after credits, that that Chris Evans's character really did say all those bad, nasty things about
Yeah.
her in the little place where they were, and you didn't have any clue what it was. And also, basically, the entirety of the Void is a parody of Furiosa. At one point, he literally takes Sabretooth, which is another cameo, Sabretooth. He Wolverine chops off Sabretooth's head, and Deadpool grabs his head, Sabretooth's head, lifts it up in the air, and goes, "I have your Queen Furiosa." And he's just carrying the head of Sabretooth around. And Chris Hemsworth in that movie has like kind of a chariot with three bikes on it. If you have like if you guys haven't, I know you haven't seen Furiosa
I
yet,
haven't, yeah.
and to anybody who hasn't seen it yet, Chris Hemsworth character has a chariot, like those, like the back half of a chariot, and there's three bikes tied to strings that he uses like rope that he uses to get around. And
Okay.
in that movie, the main leader of that whatever that is has three bikes that he carries and ropes
Yeah.
around. It was straight up a parody of Furiosa, and I don't know why they did it other than because I was thinking about it. I was talking to our dad earlier, and I was thinking like, so how did they have so much knowledge about what Furiosa was about to be like?
Yeah.
Because they had to have been making this movie for 2 years now.
Yeah.
How did they get a chance to do it? Okay, really quick, before we get out of here, I want to talk about how do you think that um the writer's strike affected this movie? Because they weren't allowed to pair Ryan Reynolds was not allowed to improv at all. There was no improvisation in this movie, literally at all.
Oh.
He was not allowed to make a write because writing if you
Oh.
improv. He was not allowed to improv at all. Do we think that hurt how funny the movie was,
Yeah.
or do you think it helped at all?
I think it probably hurt the movie. I mean, the jokes were fucking funny. It was hilarious. It certainly had its moments, but it felt manufactured.
I that's what I agree. I felt like there are moments that should have been not.
Moments for a joke that
Yes.
like the joke about they're like riding. It's the first time they go to see Cassandra, and like I knew he was gonna say something about Paul Rudd, but did he say something in the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I did. Never mind.
Mhm.
I first saw it coming, but I thought it was just because it was low hanging fruit to make a joke about Paul Rudd not aging. But then it was because
But I mean,
I
it
saw it
is
in the
though
trailer.
too. It is though too. Like I'm sure there's other things he would have said in that moment.
Uh,
But I was just interested. I know it definitely hurt, and I think that's probably part of the reason why it wasn't as funny as it could have been. One
yeah,
other thing before we leave, there's a scene where there's like 50 Deadpool characters, different variations of Deadpool, and Deadpool and Wolverine fights them and all of them. But that's when we first get to see Wolverine in his cowl and his official like comic book mask.
yeah.
And it pisses me off that we've had to wait. I haven't, but since the original X-Men movies to get Wolverine wearing that mask,
Yeah,
because that mask is terrifying, awesome looking, and iconic.
yeah.
I was like, that is Wolverine right there.
The the kid that played Kidpool
Mm-hmm.
is his daughter, Ryan Reynolds' daughter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The baby is his infant.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which is cool.
The mask is really really awesome. He gets to wear it, um, and it's totally worth watching. This
Yeah,
movie is totally worth watching. Like, don't even not even a doubt of don't go see this movie in my mind. It's worth it. It's fun. I would probably say go watch it with other people. Not that
Mhm.
you couldn't watch it alone, but I feel like it's a lot funnier if you have somebody there with you. I feel like a lot of the jokes would probably fall flat if you didn't have somebody there to like the
Yeah.
communal experience. I think adds to this movie
Yeah.
more than anything. But hey, what can I know? It's made $500 million at the time of recording this yesterday. So what the hell do I know about what this makes us a good movie?
Yeah.
um, so that's kind of it. Give your official rating. I know we kind of already gave it, but kind of give an
Four
official rating and why. Just a quick like sentence.
cameos. Four and Deadpool. Cameo, Deadpool.
Yeah, I probably give it a 3.5 for Deadpool. The humor and the lack of reasons. I feel like the plot lost itself 30 minutes into it.
I have
Besides
a
that,
small anecdote.
yeah, quick.
First time I watched Deadpool 1 and 2 was on a legal on a legal streaming site on my computer. Legal streaming site that on my computer, and I was like 12 when it came out. And so like I had to be like careful. I couldn't let mom and dad know that I watched Deadpool because there was like fucking and like and then
Yeah,
so I just know I wanted to see it. So it was funny. I don't know. It's just like
yeah, he
you know
kind
what I
of
mean?
holds the memory
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
Just an anecdote. All right.
yeah. So that is all we have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for checking out everything that we do here on Mediabyte. Um, we hit 100 subscribers, so
We did
thank you guys for that. We've been doing this for 2 years, on
three
and off.
years.
3 years on and off, 2 years, 3 years on and off. Thank you. New videos out every Wednesday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. It's like I said, we have 11, whatever the one to our left is, whatever, it doesn't matter. Um, um, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. If you guys have any questions, any like discussions you want to have us talk about on the podcast, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below or on Twitter. It's at Made by Company on Twitter, at Made by Co on Instagram and Threads. Uh, TikTok is at Made by Co as well. And so those are kind of some of the places you can follow us just for all kinds of things. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. And we will see you on the next one. Remember, what did we say? What did we say?
Eat a
Eat a
cookie.
cookie.
Eat a
Eat a
cookie.
cookie.
Eat a
Eat a cookie. Eat a
cookie.
cookie. I don't know if we're going to keep doing this, but eat a
Eat a
cookie. We didn't do this
cookie.
last time. Eat a
No, we just
cookie.
forgot.